Pope Francis told Bishop Bätzing, "We don't need two evangelical churches in Germany." Pope Francis said in an interview published on Tuesday that he told the leader of Germany's Catholic bishops that the country already had a very good evangelical church and we don't need to. The Pope recalled his remark to Bishop Georg Bätzing, chairman of the German Bishops' Conference, during a conversation with the editors of Jesuit journals. The dialogue, which also touched on the war in Ukraine and opposition to Vatican II, was published in La Civiltà Cattolica on June 14 but was conducted on May 19. The Pope was asked what he thought of the German Synodal Way, a controversial multi-year gathering of bishops and laypeople to discuss four main topics: the way power is exercised in the Church, the priesthood, the role of women, and sexual morality. Participants have voted in favor of draft documents calling for the priestly ordination of women, same-sex blessings, and changes to church teaching on homosexual acts, prompting accusations of heresy and fears of schism. The Evangelical Church in Germany, a federation of 20 Lutheran, Reformed, and United Regional Churches, ordains women as priests and bishops and permits the blessing of same-sex unions. Both the Catholic Church and the Evangelical Church in Germany are seeing an exodus of members. Pope Francis told the editors, to the president of the German Episcopal Conference, Bishop Bätzing, "I said, in Germany, there is a very good evangelical church. We don't need to. The problem arises when the synodal path comes from the intellectual, theological elites, and is much influenced by external pressures. There are some dioceses where the synodal way is being developed with the faithful, with the people, slowly. The synodal way's critics." Bätzing, who has led the German Bishops' Conference since March 2020, expressed disappointment with Pope Francis in an interview published in May. The Pope, even in the Catholic Church, even with all the powers vested in him, is not someone who could turn the Church from its head onto its feet, which is what we would like, the Bishop of Limburg said. Bätzing has rejected concerns, expressed by church leaders from Poland, the Nordic countries, and around the world, that the synodal way could lead to schism. Pope Francis removed Bishop Daniel Fernandez Torres of Arcebo from office in March. The bishop, who had led the diocese since 2010, described the decision as totally unjust.